Hi, today I'll be doing some pedal tone explorations around E Phrygian, and I'm calling this classical faux flamenco style because I'll be doing some kind of flamenco type exercises and techniques, but I don't consider myself a flamenco guitar player, but I do enjoy listening to Paco de Lucia certainly and watching his videos. So that'll be the what I'll be doing today. Mostly be doing pick style, but I'll probably mostly be doing fingerstyle and talk about some different ways of doing the pedal tones with the E Phrygian. So look below the video, there's a tab available for download from my Dropbox. Okay, so I think that's it for the preliminary. So I'll just jump right into the guitar tab. So this will be the guitar tab as written. I'll do pick style. Okay, down the scale. Okay, up the scale. Okay, so this is pretty challenging, but if you go nice and slow, you'll eventually get this technique of skipping across the strings. Okay, so I'll do like what I did in my previous videos. So you also have this extra note here, this E here, and then you have an extra B note here. B, A, G. Yeah, and I'm not going to do pentatonic today. I'm going to mostly keep it more kind of like flamenco. Okay, so I think what I'll do next is, I guess I'll go to fingerstyle. Okay, so what I'm going to be doing here is I'm going to use my thumb on the low notes. I'm going to be using my index finger on the high pedal, and then I'm going to be anchoring my pinky for this. And this is kind of what I like to do. Different strategies of this. You know, Tommy Emmanuel talks about anchoring. A lot of classical players will not anchor. So this is just that's why I'm calling it kind of a classical faux flamenco, because I'm kind of using my own strategy. Okay, so this would be the exercise as written, played fingerstyle. Down the scale. Here it comes. Second line up the scale. Okay, I'll add the extra notes, E and B. Talk a little bit about the right hand technique. So I can do two different strokes. I prefer to use the rest stroke. I can use free stroke, where you're kind of coming away from the string. People talk about, I think they talk about like a J stroke or a hook stroke. And then what I prefer to do is use what's called Apoyando or rest stroke. I just find that a lot better. Okay, so that's that. Okay, so then along with the single note pedal tones, a lot of times you'll hear people do two strokes, so like with the middle and index finger. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to continue to anchor my pinky. So in between each of the notes, I'm going to add the middle index. Up to scale, so anchoring the pinky, and then also playing the middle and index. Up to scale. Adding the extra note. And then here B. Alright, so you can also play this without the anchor. Which is fine, which is legit, and I do it both ways. But I think mostly I like to anchor, anchor the pinky. Okay, and I'm going to do one more kind of pedal tone exercise. So there's a technique called tremolo in classical, which I've never really practiced very much. But what I do instead is I do something that I refer to as flailing fingers. So what I'm going to do is in between each of the pedal notes, I'm just going to go ring, middle, index, or in classical AMI. This is kind of similar to what I was talking about in my previous video, where you can use 1, 2, or 3 strings as your pedal. Up to scale. I'll do that one more time. This time I'll just kind of play it freely. So I'm just going to kind of let my fingers kind of flail AMI, AMI, and I'm not going to worry about if I'm hitting 1, 2, or 3 strings. I'm just going to kind of let that be kind of what I'm calling the pedal tone. Okay. Up the scale. Right, and then it'll be up to you as you're experimenting with this, just to see how accurate you want it to be. If you want to do 1, 2 strings, or just kind of do this flailing idea. Okay, so that's all I have for you today. Some pedal tone ideas. So I think what I'll do, I'll just do like an ending improvisation and just kind of see what happens. I'll do some 1s, 2s, some flailing fingers, and we'll just kind of see what happens here. Okay, so thanks for listening and watching.